bottle for you.
It's on there.
Prior. There it is.
All right.
Smells. Oh my God, that smells terrible. Did you smell that?
It smells like tar.
It smells like pine tar.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to Adventure Archaeology. If you're new to the channel, my name is Brandon, and today we have an epic dig lined up for you guys. This is a really special permission that is loaded with tons of valuable bottles. Some of these bottles can be worth thousands of dollars, and you never know what you're going to find. There was a Coke hutch found just a couple hundred feet away from where we're digging, so we can't wait to see what we uncover. With that being said, we do have a challenge for you guys, the audience, this week. We usually average about 2,000 thumbs ups per video. With that being said, for every 1,000 thumbs up, we're going to do a t-shirt giveaway. So if we do 5,000 likes or 5,000 thumbs ups, that's going to be 5 t-shirts given away to random commenters below the video. So drop a thumbs up, drop a comment, and maybe you'll have a chance to win one of our new special edition, really limited edition t-shirts. So without any further ado, let's go jump in the hole and go see what we can find. So before we get off in this hole over here, I wanted to show y'all this right here. Tristan pulled this out of the creek yesterday?
Yesterday.
Oh my gosh, look at that pipe, guys. That's insane. It's got beautiful designs on it. It's whole. It's missing the stem part to it, but that stem could have been like 8 or 10 inches long back then. This one right here, we found this one, what, 4 years ago?
Yeah, had been.
It's been about 4 years ago, so he's got a pretty cool little pipe collection.
This one in the creek too.
God, that's so cool, man.
It would have been brown, I think.
Man, that one looks earlier, doesn't it?
That's what Clayton was saying.
It looks a lot earlier.
Square.
Yeah, man, that is so killer, man. All right, so while we were in Texas, these guys were digging. And check out some of the bottles that have come out here. There's a Pioneer Coca-Cola. Absolutely beautiful circle slug. Majority of these bottles are going to have little bitty issues like this right here because this is at a bottler's dump. This is on Tristan's grandfather's land. We have done a video here before. That would have been a nice Jamocha right there with an arrow through it. Got a couple of 1915s. These usually never survive without damage. The ones that are from Brookside, Alabama are incredibly rare to find. So even though these have some issues, they're definitely worth keeping. Let's see what we got up here. This is a cool bottle right here. That is a Chair Coca, and that's from Florala, Alabama. Sadly, the top's gone. That's still going to be a really cool whiskey glass candidate. There's a nifty cola. Tons of variety in here. This looks like that's going to be a slick. Let's take a look at these guys right here. And then I'm going to have to get off in that hole. Seeing all this old glass makes me pretty excited. You can tell it rained here over the weekend. There's one of those Coca-Colas from Bessemer. I think we dug one of those last time that we were here. Look at all the bottles on the ground, though, that they've laid up here.
Elk Hutch.
Oh, yeah.
Birmingham Hutch. Bessemer bottle.
Was that a Golston? Or was that a...
No, that's a Eagle.
Okay, that's Eagle.
Alicola.
Okay.
Bessemer, hard to make.
Oh, golly, man. That's crazy. Were those in this hole, too?
No, they were over there.
They were over there, a little bit further over. So the way this seam worked was it started right here. It kind of went down. It curved around to where Clayton's standing and Randy. And there's just enough glass in here to drive you absolutely mad.
Yeah.
Most of it looks like it's going to be awesome. Then you pull it out, it's got a little bit of an issue. But that's okay because there are still some good ones in here. You just got to take your time and pull them out slowly and keep them out of the sunlight. Quit complaining, you just dug something rare. Holy kitty, check this out. Birmingham Coca-Cola Bottling Company. I don't have one of these in my collection as they're extremely tough to find. Even in this condition without the top and some flashes. That's the thing about one of these dumps is you can just see the amount of glass that's just running around here. Randy, I'm gonna set this right here behind you. Is that there's so much glass, like where I'm digging right here, that 99% of it's going to be broken, like we said. Every now and then you hit a hole in, though. If we get one of those 1915s down there that's whole, though, I'd be tickled pink. So check this out right here. Clayton pulled this one out. The Pratt City Bottling Works, Pratt City, Alabama. But notice the P is gone. So it says the Rat City. So like Clayton just said, that's probably a plugged mold, so the P would have been filled. But that's a really cool, I would call it an error bottle.
Yeah, kind of a different variant.
Man, that's cool, man. Awesome. Anytime you find something pictorial, especially with the native chief, that's going to go really good with that hutch you dug a few weeks ago.
It's the same. It was used in conjunction with that hutch.
Man, that's cool. That's crazy. All right, check this out. Got one up here in the top layer. What are you? Yep, Jefferson County. I'm just going to put it on the pants. Yep, Jefferson County. Top is sheared. Could be a
color.
good whiskey glass though. About as close as I've got in about 6 inches. I've dug about 50 bottles in 6 inches though. It's hard because that's why they're broken, is because there's literally no dirt in between the bottles and the glass.
They all got dumped on top of each other.
It just had to been like dump truck loads of bottles dumped at one time.
There's a barrel ring where I'm standing where they dumped a whole barrel load full.
Really?
Yeah, the ones that they rejected at the plant,
Yeah,
which was literally 100 yards that way.
right.
They'd put them in a barrel and come dump them wherever they could.
That's crazy. So where we're digging at is right over there on the other side of our cars. Right here would have been the original bottling works. You can see the stacked stone as well as the very large canister. It's kind of neat to think about that pretty much every bottle that I found that says Pioneer on it or Coca-Cola, there's a lot of you out there that have those drinking glasses now that I've sold. It came from this building, or it was at least filled here at one point in time. Also, the hutches with the elks would have came through this building at one point in time. This large canister right here was probably used to hold some of the liquid used for those drinks. Absolutely blows my mind that this awesome piece of history is still standing. This is one of the earlier places around here that's still standing that has to do with soda. So here's the Caros that I showed you a while ago. I'm gonna let Clayton, he's kind of a Bessemer guy, so he knows.
Yeah, the one on the left I've seen before. It's got the ounces above it, nothing in the middle. That one I have not seen before. It's got the ounces in the middle. I take it that's probably a later variant. Well, that particular Circle Slug variant, because that's also a Circle Slug. But it could be not known, or it could just be extremely rare.
Wow, man, that's crazy. So Tristan,
Hey.
big shout out to your grandfather for letting us dig today.
Yep.
How cool is it to growing up on a spot that's this loaded with bottles?
Amazing.
And you wonder why he's bit by the bottle bug so hard.
Yeah, I got it good.
So what would you have done if this had been a marble maker?
That'd be a lot of marbles.
Got a bottle in the bottom of the hole. It looks like it's got a lip issue. But if I could tell by the embossing, it looks like it's going to be one of the block letter Birminghams. Yep. This bottle? Yep. This is one of the big block letters. Remember about 3 weeks ago, my wife found one of these in a video in a creek. So I said it had been several years since we dug one. Now we found one in a creek and dug one. This one does have a top issue. The bottom looks good, so this is a good whiskey glass candidate. All right, Clayton's got a few showing over here. First one was broken, but he's got
A couple more.
a couple more sticking out right there.
This one's good glass, so it should be mostly whole. Come on. Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah. Thing about these bottles is they haven't been run down the creek, so there's minimal scratches and stuff on them. That looks awesome.
Oh yeah.
What's the other one look like?
That is going to be one of those Birmingham block letter Coca-Colas. It looks okay, but it's root glass. It might be really damaged.
May look really good till you get it out, and then it just
Pings to death.
yeah, it just falls to pieces.
It's going to take me a minute to get it out.
Oh, you're fine. We're not in no rush, are we? Everybody says they like longer videos.
That's exactly right.
Oh yeah, she's almost there.
Come on, little Betty.
Oh, I thought it was gone.
Anyway, that's a clear variant, though. The clear one's really tough to get.
Oh, all of those, man, they just break to pieces.
Yeah, they're really early root glass, and really early root glass was terrible quality. They over-tempered it. They overheated it when they made it, and it caused it not to handle temperature well.
Dang. Well, they're still in here. All right, we got one right here that's looking pretty good. Oh,
Of course.
where are you from, though?
Brookside.
Daggum.
Got some flashes in her.
Yeah, these right here, though, man, what do they go for now on the market if you find a good one?
Roughly undamaged, probably $150.
Yep. So
They used to be, like, there was one known probably 10 years ago, and it was several $100s.
boy, it's so close, though, man. You know there's got to be a couple more in here. Look right here, though. We do got
That one.
this
Looks
one right
like a
here.
Coca-Cola.
I'm gonna get a little bit closer and then I'll show y'all what it is. Or the only time I've ever cut my hands bottle digging was here the first time on that ditch out there we were digging, and then I just knocked my knuckle here, even with a glove on. Oh yeah, it's whole.
What is she? Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Good looker.
We'll take it. These right here, once upon a time, were a pretty common bottle, and you see us find them a lot. But they're starting to go ridiculously high on eBay here lately. I think that last one sold for like $50.
Yeah, really? Oh,
Yeah, they're going on up. So I mean,
all right.
yeah, it's always good. I mean, they're not making any more of them.
No.
So, I mean, heck, we'll take that all day long. Oh, you got one, didn't you?
Yours are right out of the top.
Heck yeah. Like I said, I think,
Flash.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was say, I think the ones on the top are going to be the ones with less damage. Oh,
gone.
so close.
And that's the green variant of that clear one we found earlier.
Yes, it
That's
is.
the one you see more often.
But most of the time they're in.
Terrible shape. Just absolutely shattered.
Man,
And that one
that would have been so pretty if it hadn't. And there you go. I mean, like we said earlier, at least $100 bottle if it would have been whole.
Mm-hmm.
Still got a couple showing right there.
One showing there and one showing there.
Randy, you said you got one showing too?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just going to take me a little bit.
It's gonna take you a little bit to get it out. We'll turn the camera back on whenever they get these loose.
Coca-Cola.
That's another one of those green variant ones like you just found. So it came in half, huh?
Yeah, it was.
That would have been nice if that was old.
I know. They're so tough to find, man. So this is a first for our channel. Who dug this? Clayton?
Yeah.
This is a November 6th, 1915 with a top still on it. Coke. So you're talking about a 108-year-old Coke bottle. Does it have damage? Yes. However, it's still got the original soda in there. So does it have cocaine in it? Probably not. I think it was before the hobble skirt era. What, 1902, 1903-ish?
Something like that.
And even then, the cocaine that was in it was very, very minimal.
Diluted.
Yeah, it was diluted to a point of, it would have just been like caffeine pretty much. But that's super cool that still has the soda in there. And look, it's still got the fizz even to it.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to take the lid off and smell it.
Here comes one.
Oh, you got one? Oh, yeah.
There's a chip on the base. How about some flashes? No flashes yet. Yeah, one tiny little place.
There you go. It's still good.
That one might keep. Oh, yeah.
The Coke, with the Coke in this, though, to me, is blowing my mind right now.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Take it off.
Y'all care if I take it off?
Do it. I'm at it, buddy. I got the bottle for you.
I can't do
on
it.
there,
It's
dude.
on there.
Prior. There it is.
All right. here we-
Smells. Oh my God, that smells terrible. Did you smell that?
Ooh,
Buddy,
it smells like tar.
It smells like pine tar.
It smells like tar. You smell
I
it?
can't even smell it. Oh, that'll hit you in the face.
Good Lord. Golly.
How'd they drink that stuff?
Dude, that stuff was like separated.
It's terrible. It smells like terrible. You pour it out, see what it looks like.
Yeah. Do we got something to pour it in?
It's black as all get.
Here, I'm gonna put it on my pizza box over here. Ooh.
That's nasty.
Yeah. That's disgusting. It is separated. That's 100% Coke,
That's gotta
though.
be syrup too. Yeah.
It's syrup. Ooh, that's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting a little bit of a sweetness, not just raw like
Yeah.
tar.
Nasty.
That was terrible.
That's cool.
Cola?
Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
right under your hand, it's got an eagle.
I'm whopping.
That what the wipe it off.
Wipe it off.
I'm a towel girl.
Right here. Right here.
It was like yesterday, every time I got close to one. Careful, careful, careful.
Hey, I'm trying to keep it from breaking. Having diggers.
Keeping on my nerves.
Digger's regret. I like that. We're gonna coin that
Digger's
phrase.
regret.
Beautiful bottle. So a couple weeks ago, in one of the last videos, we dug one really similar to this from Bessemer. This one's from Bessemer. This one's a Marcola. The one that we dug last time was an Eagle Bottling Works or company, I forget. Works from Bessemer. These are a beautiful bottle though. They look really nice side by side. Sadly, the top is broken on this one, but I think it's worth keeping as a pen holder if I were you at least. Beautiful bottle. All right, so we're winding down on the digging for today, but check this out. This is the Jack Daniels that was dug in our video back in January. That is an epic bottle. Super stoked to have this. Big shout out to Wyatt Eaton for inviting us up and then for giving me this bottle, which is fantastic. But Tristan got to going through some of the bottles here at his place, and this was laying in a 5-gallon bucket. No lie.
with junk bottles from like the 70s and 80s. I didn't even know it's been in there for years.
He thought it was a slick, and he was going through them yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday them Tennessee guys was going through it.
Yeah, and
they found it.
He pulled it out. He's like, he sent me a picture. He's like, dude, where did you get that? I thought he dug it at first, but it's been in the daggum bucket that whole time.
In the garage for years. Didn't even know it was here.
So these were used for about 20 years, I believe, is what Wyatt and Clayton told us. So mine is a different variant than Tristan. So if you look where the number 7 is, mine doesn't have a circle. His does. If you look at the Lynchburg, Tennessee, his is a little bit taller on the embossing. So that's pretty epic. For those of you that want to know about the cost on these, I think the last 2 that sold on eBay were between $700 and $900, depending on condition. So very, very valuable bottles to just been gave to me, and for him to have just found it in a
one.
bucket.
Yeah, right. Heck
That's
yeah.
pretty epic, guys. That's awesome. Guys, I hope y'all enjoyed today's adventure. We had an absolute blast. You know us, we always try to recycle and upcycle as much as we can, so a lot of this stuff was broken, but that doesn't matter. We got a ton of awesome whiskey glass candidates out of it, as well as several whole bottles that were pretty good shape because of the way that they were buried. They didn't roll a ton, so they didn't have a ton of scratching on them, so they won't even require any tumbling. We just got to wash the mud out of them, which is pretty cool. If you are enjoying the channel and this is your first video, please be sure that you're subscribed and you leave a thumbs up. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you drop a comment and a thumbs up, you got a chance at winning a t-shirt, so don't forget that. We'll catch you guys in next week's adventure, which is going to be another awesome dig. I can't wait for y'all to see it.